Hey y'all, welcome back to Superfan Sessions, a podcast where we unpack and dissect Big Brother. I'm your host, and today we need to talk about how I'm a psychic. Yeah, let's talk about it because last week's episode I filmed on Thursday afternoon before the eviction, and I predicted exactly what was going to happen. I said Mackenzie will win AI Arena and Tucker will be evicted by a vote of 5-3. And spoiler alert, that's exactly what fucking happened. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. Like, how did I do that? Like, I think my wall comp psychic powers came back because I've never felt more alive than in that moment when that happened. Going into the eviction episode, I was physically ill. Like, I've never felt that before. Well, I have actually, like watching Big Brother. So Big Brother's so back, but I haven't felt that this season because I feel like everyone that left, like I didn't really care who left. But last week, like it needed to be Tucker so bad. And I was like shaking. I was physically ill. I was about to throw up everywhere. Like it was so scary. But my mom and I finally came together for once this season because my mom doesn't like this season. And I love this season so deeply. And so my mom and I have different opinions because we always watch together. And usually we have the same opinions because I tell her what opinion she should have. But this season we have different opinions. So it's like crazy. But on Thursday night we came together in the hopes that Mackenzie would win so that Tucker would be evicted. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion. The people love Tucker, okay? And now me personally, I think Tucker was very entertaining. You know, he gave us entertainment. I won't lie to you. He will be back on a second chance this season. He will be on the challenge. He'll be on reindeer games. Like, he'll be on all the things. So I'm not worried. I don't think the people should be worried. However, I just think if I knew Tucker in real life, I would not be friends with him. And that's what I'm going to say on that. Because there's a lot more we can get into, but we won't. So that's what happened on Thursday. Mackenzie did win the AI Arena. It was crazy because Julie Chen Moonves posted a video right before giving a sneak peek at what the AI Arena comp was, and everyone was like, oh, Tucker's taking it because it was a puzzle. And Tucker's on Twitter is I really like puzzles. Like, we know that Tucker really likes puzzles, okay? So everyone was either cheering or they were like, fuck. But I was like, no, y'all. Like, Mackenzie is an engineer, like, construction person. Like, she got this. And guess what she did? Tucker flopped. He was doing it backwards. And everyone was like, why did he throw that? But he didn't. Then he got evicted by a vote of 5-3, and Julie was like, oh my god, yeah, people voted for how much money they want to give you for AI Instigator. He got $20,000, y'all. And, like, I don't care, because it's not my money, but also, he sucked at that. He sucked. I don't know, the people are so far up his ass that they gave him $20,000. Like, let me have that power. Why aren't people giving me $20,000 for sucking? Anyways, so that was a great night for me personally because I really was excited to see Tucker go. And then I woke up the next morning to see that Quinn won HOH, y'all. That was my reaction. Because everyone knows I'm the number one Quinn defender. I'm the number one Quinn stan. I love that man. If Quinn has no fans, I'm dead. I'm deceased. I'm 6 feet under. If Quinn has one fan, it's me. Like, sue me, okay? I just love that man. And the people will never get it. And that's fine. But I get it. So I was very excited about that. It was also the egg comp, and I really like that comp. I think it's very diverse in a way. Like, there's many different aspects of it, and I really liked that. It was funny because the first 3 that dropped their eggs would be have-nots, and so Angela just didn't move her eggs until 3 people dropped theirs. Like, I'm sorry, but that is so funny. I love this season. I love this season so much. Holy shit. That was just hysterical. I do love the egg comp. However, Cam is in fact allergic to eggs. So, Big Brother, why? Why did you do that? Free my boy, free my boy. But anyways, Quinn won HOH. I love my life. His noms were Angela, Rubina, because he already put Rubina on the block and he just sent out her boyfriend, and also Chemo, because he didn't really know who else to put up and he knew that Chemo would be safe, right? Well, we're gonna see, huh? Oh my god, it's Wednesday? Why did I think it was Tuesday? That's crazy. Anyways. So he nominated everyone with Angela as a target, obviously, because, you know, Angela and him have had beef since like week 2. So because Quinn put up Chemo and Rubina, T-Core was like, oh man, I can't trust Quinn anymore. Like, I can't believe he would do this. I'm not even going to be friends with him after this. Whatever. And I love T-Core. Everyone knows that I love T-Core. Like, that's my girl. That's my number one it girly of the season. But it's just clear that she doesn't really understand the difference between game and personal, which is upsetting because I love Quinn and T-Core, and Quinn adores her so much, and he did everything in his power to keep her off the block. Like, anytime anyone brings up her name, he's like, absolutely not. Like, if T-Core has no fans, Quinn is dead. Like, he loves her so much, and she's like, I don't think I can be friends with him after this. Now, this has changed. She had a conversation with Chelsea in which she was like, yeah, like, I can't stay mad at him. So I hope they work it out on the remix, because I just love them together. I just really love them together so much, okay? So then we have Vito, and y'all, tell me this isn't cinema. Tell me this isn't cinema. Leon wins Vito. That is Big Brother cinema, because Quinn is so down bad for Leah. Like, so in love with that woman, and she wins Vito on his HOH. Tell me that's not cinema. Tell me that's not cinema. And y'all know that I have never really formed a solid opinion on Leah. I hated her preseason. I really liked her the first few weeks. Then I just didn't really have any opinion on her. But now I'm so back. Leah Peters, the woman that you are. Like, okay. So Leah wins Veto. And there's a meme going around Twitter right now. I wasn't on Twitter like a lot the day that Leah won, but then I come back and I just see everyone keeps posting the same like copy pasta, and it's like, you are so sick now. I can't even say it. I'm gonna cringe. I can't. I wrote it down in my notes, and y'all, I can't even say it. I'm sorry, but it's so funny. Quinn was just going off about how much he's obsessed with Leah to her face, and it was so funny and so cringe that everyone was just using it as a copy pasta on Twitter now, and it's hysterical. But anyways, so Leah was considering using the veto on Angela, right? Because Leah and Angela have always been like pretty close in the shadows. Leah has always been an Angela supporter. Angela has always been a Leah supporter. And, you know, they never like formed anything solid, but they always just kind of had each other's backs, I guess. So Leah was really considering using her veto on Angela. However, that's Quinn's number one nemesis, right? So on Sunday night, Quinn and Leah stayed up until 7 a.m. They didn't go to sleep. Like, they stayed up until 7 a.m. Quinn was begging her not to use it, okay? And at the end of the conversation, it seemed like she wasn't going to use the veto, right? And then the veto meeting happened pretty like early in the morning, like 10:30, which usually doesn't happen. But so he stayed up until 7 a.m. begging her not to use the veto. And feeds come back. And Leah used the veto. Like, I'm sorry, I turned on feeds and just started laughing. Like, this season is so delectable. That's the best way I could put it. Like, this season is delectable. Okay? And I, obviously, everyone knows, I don't need to get into it again. If Quinn has no fans, I'm dead. But using the veto on Quinn's number one nemesis after you just stayed up until 7 a.m. with him while he's begging you not to use the veto. Welcome back, Big Brother. Welcome back, Big Brother. This season is delectable. I love it. I love it. And like, I love this season that me personally, I went into the season and I was like, okay, I'm going to have my favorites, obviously, but I'm not going to ride so hard for them that I defend every single move that they make. And that has been the best choice that I've made this season, because I will defend Quinn on a personal level because I really enjoy him on a personal level. However, his game sucks, and I can say that. And I just think it's hysterical that Leah did that. Like, it's so good. Like, it's just cinema, okay? And unfortunately for me as well, Joseph was the replacement nominee. Quinn put up his, like, final two. Like, what? This season is so delectable. These people are so bad at this game, is the thing. That's what makes it good, is that these people are bad, and it's just giving entertainment, and I just love this season so much. And everyone was like, oh, when Tucker leaves, the season is going to be a snooze fest. Shut up, because now it makes way for people to win comps that haven't won any comps yet, like Leah. Leah won the veto. Leah used the veto. This season is 7 for 7 with using the veto. 7 weeks, and every single week the veto has been used. What? That is cinema. That is cinema. I can literally, like, write a whole essay about this right now. Like, it's so good. This season is so good. So as of right now, it's Wednesday. The block is looking like Rubina, Chemo, and Joseph. It's really up in the air who will be evicted tomorrow. Nobody really knows right now. I think the target is Chemo now, which I think is a great idea, because if I was in that house, I would know that Chemo, Rubina, and T-Core would vote together in jury. And if I don't have their vote, then I need to split them up. So me personally, if I was in the house, I would be voting to evict Chemo. I think that's the best idea for everyone in there. However, we still have AI Arena, which is crazy, because I think this week will be the last week, because after whoever gets evicted tomorrow, it will be, why did I sound Canadian when I said that, tomorrow? It'll be jury. So I think that they won't do the AI Arena once jury hits. But it's really up in the air right now for who will be evicted, because if Chemo wins and it's Joseph versus Rubina, I think it would be Joseph leaving, but I really don't know. Like I said, I think this week will be the last week for AI Arena, and I just want to talk about AI Arena really quick, because I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it is so nerve-wracking, and I love that because it's not predictable. Like, I think literally every single week we've gone in to the eviction episode not knowing who was going home, and I really enjoyed that, because I hate when Big Brother is predictable, right? Like, this time last season I already knew who was winning the game, and the comps have just been so equitable, that at this point, I have no idea what will happen. And I love that about Big Brother. Like, there's not like people that are compies that are going to steamroll, which is why I wanted Tucker gone, because if he was still in the house, he would have steamrolled his way to the end and I could have seen him winning. And that is predictable and I didn't want that. So that's why I wanted Tucker gone. But so like I liked AI Arena in the sense that it was very unpredictable and you never knew what was going to happen, but I also didn't like AI Arena because if I don't like a comp beast, well, sucks for me because the AI Arena is gonna, the comp beast is gonna win. It also takes away the back door, which is upsetting because the veto has been used literally every single week. So yeah, people have been replacement nommed, but not really backdoored because they still have a chance to compete. So I don't know how I feel about AI Arena. I don't know what it'll be like in the future, if they'll bring a variation of it back, but I think it's definitely been interesting. So little updates that are happening outside of the house. Tucker has joined Twitter. I just think that if you're a grown man playing a game that people are watching, millions of people are watching, that you should, I don't know, just like be kind to the people that you played the game with and not make up false accusations about them, not shit talk them when you know how people feel about them. You know, you're a grown man. Let me just say that. That's all I have to say about that situation. But our pre-jurors have had a little reunion, which was cute. They had like a Zoom meeting. Matt, Lisa, Kenny, Cedric, Tucker, and Brooklyn had a little meeting. Cute. I'm really excited. I don't want the season to end because I love it so deeply. But I really think that this cast will all be like best friends after this. Except for some people. But I'm really excited. I'm excited to see how they interact outside of the house. And usually I never think like that. When house guests leave the house, I respectfully don't really keep up. I follow them all on Instagram, but I don't really keep up with their drama because I'm just like, well, they're not hamsters anymore. They could do what they want and I don't care. Their life is not broadcasted to me anymore. I respect them. I don't really care about their drama. However, season 23 cast and this cast are really up there for me, and I know that I'll be following them for a long time. I really haven't liked a cast like this since 23. 23 is my favorite season, but I really think, depending on how this season ends, this season could take the cake. I just love this season so deeply, and it's just reminding me of like when I first started watching Big Brother and the excitement I had when I first started watching Big Brother. And it's just like, this season has just been so fun, despite everyone absolutely hating my favorite. I just really, really like, I really like this season. Okay, so now we're gonna get into my rankings. Obviously, we all know who number 1 and number 2 are. Quinn and T-Core, always my big 2. Despite their beef, despite their drama, not even drama, but despite T-Core not loving Quinn, they are my big 2 always, and I know they're gonna be friends outside of this house. And I'm really excited to see that. Next we have Rubina. I just think she is such a light, and I like her so much better when Tucker isn't around. She's been through a lot, like, personally, and I just think she's a very strong woman, and I really look up to her for that. And yeah, Next we have Leah. Leah really climbed my rankings this week. Her using the veto, like that is just cinematic, because I didn't even talk about this. She has Quinn and Joseph actually wrapped around her finger, because after she did it, Quinn was like, I'm not even mad at you. I'm just obsessed with you and in love with you. Like, I don't even care that you took my number one nemesis off the block. Like, I'm just so in love with you. Like, she is playing these men like fiddles. And it's so good. Like, sorry, but it's so good. And Alexa, play man eater, because, like, she's a man eater. I love Leah. Next we have Chelsea. Chelsea is just good at this game. Like, Chelsea, I think out of everyone on this list, Chelsea's the only good player. And like, I can see her winning the game, but also everyone does love her, which makes her a threat. So we'll see what happens. Next we have Joseph. Joseph has lost me a bit the past few days. He's just gotten like really cocky, and I was like, Doug, like, you're on probation a bit. But then he got put on the block, and I just feel bad for him, because I really do like Joseph as a guy, and I feel like if I was in that house, me and Joseph would really be friends. So I do still love Joseph. That's my preseason fave. Like, I will stick beside him. Next we have Cam Sullivan Brown. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. I love that man. He's so funny. He's so, like, unintentionally funny and just unserious, and I just like him a lot. Next we have Chemo. I have always liked Chemo as a person. He's just very messy as a player, and he was so far up Tucker's ass, it was insane. But I really do like Chemo. Next we have Mackenzie. Like, okay, this list was really hard this week, because I really do love every single person left in the house. Like, I am rooting for every single person left in this house. So this ranking was really hard, and I feel like Mackenzie should not be this low, because she saved me last week, and I really started to enjoy her. But I don't know. This ranking was just really hard. But I really do like her, and I like how the way she's come into her game has been really good, because the first week, you know, her and Matt had like a thing, and then she was isolated from everyone, in no alliances, nothing, and now people are starting to tell her information, and she's starting to be like included in things. So I really like how she turned her game around. And last we have Angela. I have nothing against Angela. I just, compared to everyone else in the house, obviously, like, because I'm younger, I just connect with them more and enjoy them more. But yeah, this might be the last episode this season from me, and I'm really upset by that, because like I was saying and went on a whole rant about, I just really love this season. And I love BB Twitter as much as I hate BB Twitter. I love BB Twitter. And this season has just been such a delight to watch in real time. Like, I just know in the future when my friends are like, what season of Big Brother should I watch? I'm gonna say 26. Like, going into the summer, I was not expecting this. Because last summer was not a good season in hindsight. It wasn't good. But I just love this cast so much, and I'm rooting for all of them, and I can't wait to see what they do in this house, and I can't wait to see what they do outside of this house. And if this is my last episode, even though there's no one listens to these again, but I've had such a fun time this season talking about it, and I'm really upset that I have to end this pre-jury, but I'm just a girl, and I'm moving and starting a new job, so I don't know if I'll have time. I'm gonna bring my mic with me, so if I ever do have time, I will most certainly film an episode. But at the end of the day, I just really love this season, and I can't wait to be on next season so I could be friends with the people from this season. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If anyone has tuned in, to this episode or any of my episodes this season. Maybe I will see you. Who knows? But it's been real, y'all. Bye.